Alright, so in this video we're going to look at finding the surface area and the volume of a rectangular prism. So this is a rectangular prism. We have our length, our width, and our height. Okay, so this is kind of the breakdown of how we find the surface area. We find the area of each surface. Okay, so this right here is my height and my length. So we would do length times height. We then have to add it to this one, which is my width times my height. I have another length times height because that's the top and bottom of the rectangular prisms. Okay, we have two sides that are width and height and two sides that are length times width. So that's where we get this, the 2 times the width times length plus 2 times the length times height, because I have 2 of each of those. And 2 times the height times the width. So that's how I get them. And remember, volume is length times width times height, or the bit area of the base times the height. All right, so we're going to start with looking at finding the surface area of a rectangular prism. Okay, so I'm given these measurements here. So my length, my width, and my height. So just like when we were finding the surface area of a cylinder, all I had to do was plug in. I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to do 2 times my width, which is 2, times my length, which is 3. And we're doing 2 times those because we've got 2 of each, right? Plus 2 times the length, which is 3, times the height, which is 6, plus 2 times the height, times the width. So here we're just going to do order of operations. 2 times 2, which is 4, times 3, which is 12, plus 2 times 3, which is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 2 times 6, which is 12. 12 times 2, which is 24. Then we have 12 plus 36 plus 24, which is 72 centimeters squared. All right, so let's look at the same rectangular prism and find the volume. So again, I have my length, my width, and my height. Okay, we're just going to do length times width times height. So we get 3 times 2 times 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. And this one is going to be centimeters cubed. Okay, because we got centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. All right, we'll look at another rectangular prism. Okay, we are going to find the surface area. So my length, my width, and my height. All right, so we're just going to plug in. So 2 times my length, 2 times my width, which is 7, times my length, which is 9, plus 2 times the length, times the height, which is 3, plus 2 times the height, times the width. So you see how we use every number twice. All right, 2 times 7, which is 14. And 14 times 9 is 126. Plus 2 times 9 times 3, which is 54. Plus 2 times 3, which is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. So we're going to add those together. 126 plus 54 plus 42, which gives me 224 in centimeters squared. Okay. All right, so let's look at the last one. We're going to find the volume of this same rectangle. So it's just our length times our width times our height. So our length is 9 times our width, which is 7, times our height, which is 3. So 9 times 7 times 3, which is 189. I forgot centimeters cubed on this one. All right, that's it for finding the surface area and volume of a rectangular prism.